Vampires? No, I don't think... Is vampires a part of death? I don't know. I think they'd be... Don't bring us the Herald of Death. Alright, we got some Flesh Court Kings. Saw a big guy in the back. So we're getting some new... Oh, that dude's dead. Don't shoot the messenger, okay.
This is the Marrowscroll Herald, a new character for the Flesh Eater Courts. Flesh Eater Courts are getting some good love this Warhammer Fest. They got some models on the way for Warcry. They got some stuff. This new character, he is an emissary of his king. What would you like to tell us about this guy?
So yeah, the Marrowscroll Heralds basically go out and they muster the peasants for war. So the king can get his knights and his court together, but these guys go from village to village and round up the peasants. In reality, he's a flesh-eating ghoul that goes from village to village and spreads his ghoul madness. He thinks he's, you know, an honourable emissary going with his little staff, preaching about, you know, the righteousness of this conflict. He's covered in trinkets. In reality, it's just bones and skin and horrifying things, but he believes it so much that even if you're just within his presence and hearing what he says, you start to believe it too. So those who are particularly weak-willed might even succumb.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, very cool. So, I mean, all of these characters are interacting with this idea of these huge crusades that are going out into the realms, and they're basically like pitching for their deities, effectively.
Yeah, lots of recruiting opportunities.
Yeah, so one thing to say about all of these characters is that in Dawnbringers, there'll be new Regiments of Renown for every Grand Alliance. Regiment of Renown is effectively like an allied formation that you can put into your Age of Sigmar armies. There will be a Regiment of Renown for each of these characters. So if you have a Flesh Eater Courts army, you can definitely just take the model and put it into your Flesh Eater Courts army. But if you have a different Death Army, Chaos Army, Destruction Army, Order Army, you can add these Regiments of Renown into that force. So we can have a look at exactly what's in those boxes. So if we start off with the Chaos and Order forces, we've got the Shudder Hood
pick up that one.
for Forces of Chaos, led by our new Harbinger, and the Flame Bearers. Anything you want to say about these guys?
Yeah, so you can see that it's Fulgoth's Shudder Hood and Fury's Flame Bearers. So these are the named versions of those characters, and they feature an awful lot in this book. So a lot of the lore comes either from their perspective or their victim's perspective.
Cool. Then here are the Forces of Destruction and Death. So squig heavy box, everyone's going to enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
And then a whole bunch of ghouls.
Yes,
yeah.
Ideal for going along if you were
they
going to
need
grab
new
that
models.
Warband.
I know they showed off some, but...
Yeah, so a few more things to tell you about what's going on with Dawnbringers for fans of the lore of Age of Sigmar in particular. So two important things are the Path to Glory rules for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which are the main kind of way that you engage with the gaming element, I suppose, of Dawnbringers. They will be made available free online. So if you want to play Path to Glory, you don't need your big core book anymore. There'll be a free download to access them. And there will also be brand new fiction for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, so if you want to kind of read some stories and follow along what's going on in the narrative, you absolutely can. So this is a really big narrative moment, I suppose, for the Mortal Realms and for Age of Sigmar. So we're going to give you loads of ways, whether you want to enjoy it through gaming, or you want to kind of enjoy the lore, basically.
No, something's wrong with my model.
And just to say, the rules for those boxes are in this book.
Great, okay, cool. So I think we hinted a little bit that we might have some Orky stuff. At the start of this. So let's have a look. So with the second of the Dawnbringer books, has quite a kind of destruction-y feel. There's some quite cool stuff coming along with that book. Let's have a look at what might be my favourite model of the year so far.
Whoa! Deathman?